In this video, we're going to cover pagination. So pagination is useful for handling large amounts of data. We'll show the user a small subset of data, a page of data, and then the user can click on the links to view the other pages. And you've seen this before on Google search results and so on. So let's look at some pagination concepts. So we query the database for a list of products. And what we'll do is we'll show the user a page of data. So we don't show the user everything, only a page of data at a time. So in this example, the page size is 5. And we only provide a count of the total elements, for example, 100,000 products, but we don't return 100,000 products. We only return a small subset or a page of data. We'll need to have pagination support on the back end using Spring Boot. Also, we'll need pagination support on the front end using Angular. Our Spring Boot backend makes use of Spring Data REST, and Spring Data REST provides pagination support out of the box. Yes! So you can go to the link here on the slide. It'll redirect you to the official Spring Data REST documentation, and you can see all the information about pagination support in Spring Data REST. By default, Spring Data REST returns 20 elements, and we can customize this by passing in parameters. So we can make use of the page parameter. That's the page number to access. It's 0-based. We can use the size parameter. So this is the size of the page to return, basically the items per page. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and look at some pagination examples. So to get the first page with the page size of 10, we give our REST API, and then we have page equals 0 and size equals 10. Remember, pages are 0-based, so the first page is at position 0. Then to get the second page with the page size of 10, we have page equals 1 and size equals 10. So here, the second page is at position 1 because everything is 0-based. When using Spring Data REST, the response metadata has valuable information. So in the JSON response, you have the array of products, but also there's a section here that has information about the page. So here we have size 10, that's the size of this page. And then we have total elements, that's the grand total of all elements in the database for this query, but we're not returning all of the elements, just the count for informational purposes only. Then they also give you the total pages that are available, and then they'll specify the current page number that you're viewing in this JSON response. So let's look at a quick demo here in our browser. So I'll make use of page equals 0, size 10. So there's our JSON, and so up top, the array of products. But all the way at the bottom here of this JSON response, we have that metadata, which is very valuable. So there you go, page, size 10, elements, pages, number. So that information comes back in the JSON response when you make use of Spring Data REST. And we can do a similar example here. So page equals 1, size of 10. We scroll all the way down to the bottom again. And so we have the metadata, size, elements, pages, and number 1. So we're viewing the second page, but number 1 because it's 0-based. All right, so that's the piece there on the metadata, and we'll actually use that in our application. Okay, so pagination with Angular. There are many pagination solutions available for Angular. We'll make use of a popular component framework called NG Bootstrap. So the link is here on the screen, and basically just a collection of Bootstrap widgets built the Angular way. So you can use these widgets in an Angular application. They're designed specifically to take advantage of the Angular framework. So this component framework has a number of components like accordions. They have date pickers. You can make use of progress bars with labels. You can also make use of pagination controls and so on. And so we'll actually make use of the pagination components in this given video series. So the pagination component has a number of parameters. It has the page number to access. It's 1-based. The page size, the size of the page defaults to 10. The collection size, meaning the total number of items, and then page change. That's the event handler for page change events. And here's a basic example of using the pagination component. We make use of ng pagination and we set up our parameters. So this component will generate links for pagination. And we'll actually create the code to combine this for our project. And so we'll do all of this work from scratch in the upcoming videos. And so you'll see how this works for our given project.